interview comes, we should sit and we should be able to crack it. My friends, that's not how it works. You have to separately prepare yourself for internships and placements. And this is not just for us, it's for like mm, every college around the nation, in fact, around the world. You have to prove yourself. Placement, getting placed, getting an internship opportunity is completely in your hands. I have been telling all these things like multiple times. In fact, I'm a member of SPC also. So we SPC generally conducts a monthly session. Please attend those sessions, because the kind of questions that are raised, and people are not even aware of how to prepare a resume. What is a resume, in fact? How it should be tailor made. We have dealt with all these things properly. So I would urge you all to also attend those sessions, because I can understand very well that it's not possible that somebody coming from a very different background and coming here and may not be knowing what are all the parameters, or what are the steps that the person should be taking. So, and I would want to always tell and keep people informing about this. So I would just ask something to you people, that is there anybody over here? I see 77 people here. So is there anybody, and the number is in, so anybody here who has started preparing for their internship? Anybody who has started giving some coding test, who had started working on their portfolio? Okay. Okay. Okay, so some are and some haven't. Okay, then those who haven't, I'll tell you how to start with it, and those who have already, I'll tell you what to do to improvise it. Now, first of all, come out of this, mindset that since we have a 8 CGPA, 7 CGPA, 9 CGPA, we are going to crack the interviews. And if we don't crack, who else is going to crack? No, it's interviews is just not about your grades. It's about many other things. It's a blend of how you present yourself. You might be knowing how, like, the syntaxes of Python work, or suppose the object oriented programming. If somebody asks you to explain that Python, I'm going with the very basics. So you might be knowing like what is a dictionary, what are tuples. You might be knowing it. You might be coding or solving problems based on it, but in the interview you have to explain it. And through my experience, what I have had in this, like, it's going to be a year in SPC, and I've seen a lot. I've seen interviews. I have like received feedback from the students. I've received feedback from the HR. Sometimes it happened that the HR called me and told me that this is happening with the student pool, and there is a lot of talking about the student pool is very important here. So that I'll be coming to that, because that is very significant part, and currently the SPC's focus is there. So I will want to also like take some time and elaborate on that, which is very important for you all. Okay, so now I will be breaking it into some steps, like your placement preparation. So I'll be breaking it down into a few steps. First of all, you have to understand this process. What is this placement? What is this internship process? You basically have to understand all those things. So tell me one question. How many of you feel overwhelmed, like intimidated by this whole internship placement, and like you get this fear of missing out, or you get the something in you like many? Okay, Aradhya has. Yes, so I understand. It's with me also. I'm also a student here. We have seen a lot of things and still we fear. I remember when I was giving my, I was preparing for my IIT Roper TA-ship interview. I still remember how scared I was. Though it's been, till that time, I've seen, in these 10 months, I've seen so many interviews. But it's okay to be nervous a little bit. It's okay. The more the interview you face, the more, I would say, experience you gain. But you have to track everything. Now, being in the SPC, when I was the POC. POC means the point of contact for some companies. I saw students just, did not even comb their hair, or did not even wash their face, or they just came up and in any night in their night suit or something, and they just appeared for the interview. So you tell me one thing. Aren't you disrespecting the HR there? So first thing is that maintain that code. Like if you are going for an interview, you have to be I'm not saying you have to be like very, like your attire should be top notch or something like that, but you should be like presentable. Should comb your hair. You should wear a proper dress. Everybody has a shirt, I believe. Everybody has a t-shirt. Everybody has a kurti. Everybody has a kurta. That's okay. But come like that. I've seen people coming in night dresses. Like, you understand how, what kind of, like, we are the ones who has to respond to the HR also. So it's your image also. Don't take it lightly. Now, what else I have seen in the placement process is that some people have applied, but they don't know what have they applied for. Is it a developer role? Is it a data science role? They have applied and they are not aware of what role it is. Before the interview, they're asking me what role is it? Is it for developer or is it for this? They don't know the stipend. Like, tomorrow they have an interview and today they're asking me what is the stipend. You have applied for it. Haven't you gone through the stipend? And after that, they'll be complaining, oh, the stipend is very less. It's just 15,000, 20,000. I cannot work for 15. I want 50. Don't apply then. So I would say, be serious yourself first. It's very important to be serious on your part, because no matter how hard I work in the SPC, or anybody, your professor, your teacher, anybody, no matter how hard they work, until and unless you get serious, you get your hand dirty by coding, taking some projects, building your projects yourself, presenting it, pushing them into your GitHub, then also linking those links on your resume, nobody will understand. And the other thing is, again, you have to explain. I'll also come to that. So the first point is, I wanted to explain about all the internship and the placement procedure that we have. Okay. So if you have completed one diploma, I will start from the very basic. This is just a motivation which I was giving you people, that how things are being here. So the first step, I have written down some steps only. I'll just mention those steps. The first step is understanding the placement and internship process. So how it is working for us in our BS degree. So the first thing is that you can be eligible for internship if you have done one diploma. So as you are aware, there are two diplomas that are given here. One is the diploma in data science and the diploma in programming. If you have completed either along with the project, then the second question that I get, should it be only the theory courses, or should it be like the projects also? The projects also, including the projects. If you have completed one of your diploma, then you are eligible to sit for internships. You are eligible. It means you're going to register with the IIC. What is IIC now? IIC is Industry Interaction Cell, people who are handling all these placements and internship processes. Okay? Clear, I think? Okay. Now, what happens in this process? So after you have finished your, I'm just talking about internships right now. So after you have finished your one diploma, now what you do? Now you register with the IIC. When will you register with the IIC? The second question comes then. Suppose you are completing your diploma in this December term. Suppose one diploma you're completing in this December term. So the form to register for internship with the IIC will be floated somewhere in the middle of January or by the end of January. So you understand like how it is going to be each term. Now IIC is always.
Excuse me, ma'am.
Yes.
Ma'am, can you tell me this is session for a diploma student or foundation student?
For everybody.
Everybody.
Foundation, diploma, everybody. Yes.
Okay, ma'am. Thank you.
No, there is Akash. No, there is no such CGPA criteria that we have for you to apply to register with the IIC. You don't have any CGPA criteria. I'll tell everything. If you listen to me properly, make notes if possible. Make notes. I know you people are going to forget after this because this has happened to us multiple times. Every month, SPC takes a open session and they clear their doubts, and next day the same person comes with the same doubt. Okay? If your memory is short, please keep in fact it's a good habit to take notes. So keep a diary or something alongside and keep jotting down the notes. Okay, so I cleared the first point. What was the first point? Your first point was that when are the forms going to be floated? So it is somewhere like that. See, I'm giving an approximate timeline because IIC is always trying to improvise. Like, we take feedback from you, we try to work on it. If we think it is feasible enough for us to work on it, we do try. It's not key We don't try. People just give their feedback, and SPC ignores it, or IIC ignores it, IIT is completely it's not like that. We do. If we are not implementing it, think there is some kind of problem that we are facing. It's not that easy, which seems to be very simple for you. You want the rules to be like this, which seems to be very simple for you, is not actually implemented operationally. It's not that simple, because a lot of parameters comes in. Okay. So first doubt is clear that when the form is floated, it might be early also in the Jan, like first early few weeks also. So it'll depend. What you have to do, how do you get to know? A mail will be
Hello, ma'am.
circulated to you.
Ma'am, excuse me, ma'am. Ma'am,
Yes.
ma'am,
Yes,
can you
yes.
tell when I'm completing my diplomas, how I can, what is the process to find the diploma certificate? Is it online or offline?
Okay.
Rajmani, one thing, please don't interrupt the speaker whenever she is speaking. Okay, you can have your questions in the chat box, or you can have it later when the window opens. Please don't interrupt again.
Okay. So you'll get it. You'll get it through you'll get a mail also. You'll get it in your download section. You can check there. Okay. So where were we? So we were talking about the forms. So once you receive a mail, how do you know? How do you get to know that the forms are there? There's a portal. I will be sharing it by the end of the session. There's a portal where you register. So either you go to the portal and check there, or in fact a mail is going to be sent to you people that the portal is open for registration. People who are eligible, please register for that. So once you register, I'm just talking about internships right now. So once you register, now what happens? You are coming in that IIC pool, register pool. Now what happened? There will be assessments for you. What kind of assessments will be there? There will be 4 stages of assessment. The first stage is going to be like there will be a soft skill check. First, you have to give an employability assessment test, which will be basically you will have 60 questions. You will see this is not very like a cutthroat thing which I'm giving. This might change with time, but currently that the system that we have, I'm just talking on the basis of that. So you will be having 60 questions. Some will be on logical reasoning, some will be a little mathematically inclined, some questions will be on English as well. Now you have to clear that exam, so that is EAT. Now and there is also an English accessibility test where you have to solve some questions on English. Some questions will be given and you have to solve. So now you have the this aptitude kind of an employability test, then you have the English accessibility test, then there will be some sessions which are conducted on your soft skills. Now you have to, then they will be asking you to present something, so there will be a presentation. Now why is this being done? This presentation is done because, see, as I told you, internship is not just about you having a 9+ CGPA or a 10 CGPA. Yes, you have to clear those tests with at least 60% in each, and aggregate 4 subjects should have 70% overall. Okay, so what I mean, you're giving 4 tests, so in all the 4 tests aggregately you should get 70%, and individually in one assessment you can get a minimum of 60%, and then you have to balance somewhere else. You have to get a high score in some other assessment to get the overall 70%. I hope this much mathematically inclined you people are. Okay, so now so where was I? Yes, I was talking about the process. Now you will give that uh, presentation. Now why is this presentation being checked? Because I understand some people have a very good communication. They have been in their schools, they have played an important role in their schools, and they are very good at communication. But we also have to think about people who aren't. Some people in our degree are coming from varied backgrounds. Like if you just see the demographics of people who are from villages where it's very difficult to even reach, so we have reached there also. So this is a very we should be proud of it. And so it's very important to even you know teach those students. I know the assessments are like not going to teach you in few days or few weeks. It's not going to teach you to be a very good speaker or something like that. I can understand, but at least we can give you the steps. We can guide you. Okay, this is the path you have to walk. At least we can do that much for you. So those are actually done, kept those things in mind. I understand being fluent is in any language, being fluent in your mother tongue, it's not about being fluent in a language also, it's also about being presenting yourself. Even in Hindi, if you speak, or Tamil, if you speak, if you speak in Telugu or any other vernacular language, Bengali or anything, you have to know how to express yourself. As I said, if you are asked to differentiate between, suppose, dictionaries and how dictionaries and tuples work, you know how it works. You can code if I tell you to code, but you have to also explain it. You have to know to explain it. So because of all those things, this soft skills are also being trained. Students are also being trained on that. Now the last will be a mock test, wherein you have to be prepared with a or as they will tell you, like when I gave it, I remember that it was a, like, you have to prepare a resume for you. So, and in that resume, like, it could be just a current resume or anything, they just want to test how you can present yourself in front of the interviewer. So that will be that kind of an assessment, that the person who will be interviewing it, these are just mocks, just to give you that industry feel, the interview feels before you actually step into that interview. So, so it's just a guiding line for you. You have to do a payment of 1,800 for that, and to register to this IIC, and you will be eligible for 1 year. Okay, for 1 year internships, you will be eligible. You have to back that internship in this 1 year period. If you're not able to, you have to register again. So after you clear all these exams, and you also have to have, before you are applying for any internships, you have to have 25 placement activity points. Okay. Now the question rises, what are these placement activity points? I'll share that link of the placement activity points sheet also. So these are basically some points which you can gain through some courses which are aligned. We are basically trying to upskill you. See, suppose you have studied DSA, data structures and algorithm, PDSA, that is programming in data structures and algorithm, which is a programming and diploma course in the diploma level. So suppose you have done that, you know all the algorithms and everything. You know how merge sort is working, you know how insertion sort is working, but we still want to check a little bit of your skills also, because skills are what is required. Okay, those are done in the OPPs, but to keep yourself, updated. Now suppose I have studied DSA like 2 years back. Now if I just, it's not possible for me to remember all those things, isn't it? So you have to be in practice. So for that, you can go to LeetCode. Go to LeetCode, register yourself with your preferably with your student email ID. Then there you can solve some easy questions, some medium questions, some advanced questions. So I would advise start from the easy questions. Now, but there is no activity point for the easy questions. There are for mediums and the advanced level questions. So you get some activity points when you do this. So what you do, you are preparing, you're registering to that LeetCode and solving some questions. I would suggest the term in which you are taking that particular course, do the activity points for those courses. So what will happen? It will be a hand-in-hand thing. Like you're studying also, you're like you're getting your hands dirty by practicing it also. So that will be done. Now, these are basically done because, because of the feedbacks that I understand that many people have these, placement activity points, a little bit of people have a lot of questions on it and why to do it. I understand. Those are very valid also, completely valid. We also understand that, but the thing is, these have been designed keeping in mind all the industry feedbacks that we have got from our student pool. So we thought of coming up with something. Now we are also planning to, maybe improvise it even further. So maybe in a few more months, you'll get to know something else. So we are trying to keep improvising ourselves as in when required. So this is one thing. And once you have cleared all these exams, you have the 25 placement internship points that you require. Yes, I am a student of IIT Madras BS program itself. I'm in my BS level. So the next term is going to be my final BS level. Okay. So I am from the second batch, 2021 May batch. And so this was there. Now, yes. Okay. So now this was about internships. Now the question comes, how do you prepare for all these? You have to sit, you have to see. Suppose a company comes. Now suppose X company has come for internships. Now you read the JD, what is required, work on those skills. Go to YouTube, Go to some other channels, get to know what kind of questions do they ask you. In fact, use chat GPT at the most, like exploit it. GPT is there to be exploited, isn't it? As a, it's not like oh, we should not go to GPT. I don't know, people, I have heard people saying, I shouldn't go. Why shouldn't you? You should not just cheat with GPT. If you're giving an exam, don't use GPT. Other than that, you give, okay, I'm applying for this company, upload the JD or copy paste the JD and tell me what kind of questions can be asked to me, or what are the courses that I should be focusing on, and create me a set of questions. JD is job description. Like when there's a company, the company has a set of like how the company is, what kind of work is required, your role, what can be, how will be the internships, what will be your stipend, what will be your like money. Those are called JD. In short, we call it job description. So this was about it. Now this is how you prepare. Same thing works for the placement process as well. You again have to do the same thing, but the changes that are there from the internship to the placement is that you should have completed your BSc. Okay, so you should have completed your BSc. So that is the criteria. So suppose you complete your BSc in this term, in the sense in this September term, that is in December. So again, a form will be circulated. You have to register yourself. You have to pay a certain amount of money, which is around 2,000. You have to pay it. Again, you will be eligible for 1 year. Then you have to go through the entire process of the training. You have to pass the training with 70% aggregate. Now, after you have cleared these things, you will be considered in the IIC eligible pool. It means IIC will be sending all the JDs, all the job descriptions that receive any company that approach us, or the companies that we approach to. If they come with any offers, we place it on your portal. Now you have to go to your portal and keep checking. If you think, do not just blindly apply for anything. Read the job description, read what the company wants, read all those things, and then what you do, you apply for it. If you think, okay, I know something, apply for it. Now also, I have seen some students who go through a job description, they read, okay, I don't know this, I know this much, but I don't know this, I should not be applying it. See, you cannot know anything in a JD. You cannot know anything if you know more than 50% of the thing. Suppose they are asking for, suppose machine learning algorithms, they want from you, they want some statistics, they want some linear algebra, they want some suppose deep learning thing. But suppose you know all these things, but they also want some LLM also. They want you to be very much acquainted with some, I know these jargons are a very maybe a little more overwhelming for you people, so I'm not using it. Suppose there are something which you don't know, 40% thing, 30% thing, 20% thing which you're not aware of. Apply for it and then prepare. Just apply for it and then you prepare yourself. And in that pressure, you will at least complete those sections also. That is how it works. I have done that. So I've seen under pressure, suppose, and I got an interview offer like on Friday, and I was supposed to give the interview on Monday, or you receive it on Saturday, you're supposed to give it. You just have 2 days or 3 days, and in between, you have to revise all the things, and then you have to also learn the new things as well. So you understand that is how it works. You can't complain. Complaining will take all the time. Don't just do, okay, I did not do this, why did this JD come, IIT should know that we are being taught with only this much. No, sitting and nagging will not help. You have to go out there, work for yourself. As I said, get your hands dirty and keep practicing. Something which you have studied 2 years back, 100% sure you will not be able to forget. Nobody does. Even if a person claims, it's not possible to remember everything that you have studied. Humanly, it's not possible. Some people may be a little more intelligent, some people may be a little less intelligent, but you work 2 hours more than that person who's more intelligent. But it's not possible to remember everything what you have studied like two years back. It's not. So how do you practice for that? Sometimes in the end of this term, find out sometimes, go through the concepts again, or go to GPT and ask GPT, okay, I want to prepare for this, prepare me a set of questions, what can be asked? So the company name, give the company name also. This is a company. What are the questions that have been asked by this company so far? It will provide you with everything. And then SPC is anywhere there to help you out. Like we have helped people with, their preparations processes also. Like there are some companies which are going to take interview in 2-3 days. Like I have sat down and there were topics which I was not aware of. There were some financial topics which at that point of time I was not aware of. related to some econometrics things, which I was not aware of, but I sat down, I did a little bit of research and prepared a content for them. Just, to make their life a little bit easier so they can have everything at one place. And SPC is working on a lot more things. Like we are trying to make question banks for you all, so that you refer to the question banks, like, okay, what are the questions that can be asked. I am personally working on some JD based questions, like suppose X company is there, suppose Axis Bank is there. I'm okay, what was the JD and what questions could be asked, or what questions were asked in the past. So these are the very common questions that the company asks. These are the very advanced level question that they can ask, or these are the tools that have now changed and you should be aware of it. Please go skim through it once. I also tag some video links also there, or some book links. That amount of time that you have, go through it. I have worked on a little bit only for 2-3 JDs, 3 or 4 JDs right now, but I'm still working on it. So once those are complete, everything will be presented to the student pool also, so that it's your life becomes a little more easier. But you have to study it. Okay, no matter how much we burn the midnight oils and prepare all those things, ultimately you people have to sit down and study and prepare yourself. Okay, another thing for preparation is, I would say, now the thing is how to convey. How do I know if I've studied something, I can convey it to others? So I have interacted with a lot of students, and then I'm telling you this, that some students do what, when they are going through some lectures or they are trying to study something, they just sit and then narrate all these things vocally. Like vocally you say, okay, these are mutables, these are immutables, these are this. Okay, question yourself, or the interviewer can ask you, question yourself and answer to yourself. You can do this for practicing. Or what you can do, you can create a group of friends. Okay, as it though in the groups all sort of jokes and all are being cracked. So also prepare a personal group of like few students together. Okay, few students together. Okay, jaise ki have 5 students, 10 students there, wherein you decide, okay, every Saturday we are going to sit and prepare at least 20 minutes or half an hour for interviews. I will keep myself prepared with suppose some machine learning concepts, and we will ask each other. So if you're 5 people, person 1 will ask question to like person 1 will be the like interviewee, and the others will be the interviewer. So the 4 people can ask question to that one person. In that way, you also learn, the other person also learn. These things can be done. So you have to, I know this is online, so you don't have those peers of you telling you, advising you, the seniors of you. See, I'm here, senior most, I would say. I'm here. So I'm here to guide you. So in a similar way, you people also have to figure out some way to do it. This is one way which I suggested. Like we have the DSA upscaling session going on. Our operation team has done a pretty like super excellent job, wherein what they are doing, they are solving DSA questions there. So we have made a group of that. A group is there, and people interact, decide the questions, everything. See, we are doing everything that is humanly possible from our side. But you people have to be up to date or up to date with that. Okay, now one more problem which you people generally face when you prepare for interviews. 4 दिन किया फिर भूल गया. This is how we are. We study for 4 days and then we forget. Okay, let's realize we have done. Now you come back after 2 months. No use. You can take a day rest, 2 days rest, 3 days rest. After you have like work for suppose 10-15 days, take few days of rest. Few days should be like 1, 2, 3, 4 days only. Don't make it like you're coming back after 2 months. That doesn't help. But still start at least, because something is better than nothing. And so I think I have cleared a lot of things. What else can I talk about? Yes, the other thing that I can talk about is resume building and your LinkedIn profile. Oh my God, this needs to be addressed. When I go to this LinkedIn profile of our students, what not they have written there. BS in data engineering, BS in some pipeline. I mean, what is this, man? It's like what degree you're doing, right? So some people write BS in data engineering and data science. BS in what? I see some weird stuffs there. Just make yourself aware of what is going on. Read documentation. You have to read a lot of stuff. So read all those documentation and build a good resume. Build LinkedIn profile as well, because LinkedIn profile is actually your digital resume, I would say. Build connections. LinkedIn profile is very important for building connections. So make it very good. Suppose you're doing a good project, you have done a very good project. Okay, share it with them. Okay, I have done this. This is the tools that I have used. Shared. Let people know what you're doing and how skilled you are. You have to sell yourself. You understand? In this world, you have to sell yourself. You have to tell people, I have a lot of knowledge and I don't know anything. I'm just sitting at my home and not neither applying anywhere, not doing anywhere anything. You can be knowledgeable, but you cannot like get the placement thing. See, I see 100 people over here, almost 100 people over here. It means like you people are here listening me for this 35 minutes. I'm blabbering here. You people are listening. It means you people are serious about your internships and all, isn't it? So what you have to do is get a little more serious and work on what is right and what is wrong. Please, if there is any these things written in your LinkedIn profile, please, I request you go and correct those things. When I see, I get pissed off and I want to like write a text to that person, but I know that's again doesn't feel good. Like there doesn't seem good to ask that person to change this, change that. I do ask other friends of mine to please talk to this person and get that sorted. So know your degree well, present yourself well in the about section, write all your strengths there. If you have grabbed any good opportunities or you have worked on some projects, present it there, because LinkedIn is going to be your digital resume. So make it shine. Okay, now talking about resume building. So the kind of doubts that I have got here is again to another level. See, I was discussing with one of the student. That person called me up and he was trying to ask me like how this resume thing works. He did not know anything about this resume. I was trying to explain him. He told me that I also asked him, please go to we also have made some resume sessions. Go to those. Please go and watch them. Then he told me in return that if I just go and watch those sessions, why don't I just watch some YouTube? And why would I watch some YouTube? You have to. You cannot question all these things. You have to learn in the go. Okay, so I'm placing all these things, why? Because I can understand there are people who don't know all these things. So it's very important for you to be aware. YouTube is free. If you can access the course, it means you have internet connection at your home, isn't it? So go and search, how do I build a good resume? Anyway, SPCs are also there. We have so many documentations. We have a video on that. Go through it properly. Resume should be tailor-made. As far as possible, make your resume tailor-made. If you are applying for a developer or software developer role, present those projects. Your resume should be placed in that way, wherein suppose you don't have experience. People who don't have an experience, in the experience section, instead of giving the experience, what you can give your projects. Projects are the way of selling yourself there. So that's how you are going to showcase yourself. Okay, these are the projects that I have done. Also provide the link of your project. Like if you have uploaded, you have done some Kaggle projects, the Kaggle link should be there. Your GitHub project, the GitHub link should be there. And also follow the standard resume procedure. It's not important to have your pictures there. Some people are like so happy to just give a picture of them. That reduces the ATS score. ATS score is not required everywhere though. Where it is not required, you can just present yourself. So follow the standards. It's very important also to follow the standards. There are a lot of documentation done by us on that. There are videos on that. If you are not still satisfied with that, go to YouTube, search. ATS score is basically, see, when you have big companies, suppose some FANG companies or some big short companies, and many applicants are applying for that role. Thousands of candidates have applied. Now it's very difficult for people to hand check them, humanly do that. So now, with the advancement, people have started using AI for that also. So those are digitally being done. And how do they do this? This is how they get the score. So they have they scan your resume and they give a score. So a score of 90 plus is very good. Still try to keep it, like if you're not able to, try to keep it above 85. We have made a pretty expensive, session for that. And those are there. You'll get it. Go to the documentation. Everything has been explained there. If any doubt, we are anywhere there. Just give us, write a mail to the SPC, or if you have any SPCs in your contact, you can contact them. SPC is always happy to help. I always tell you, do your part. If you want our help at midnight, also 12, we are there to help you. We just want you to crack the interview. We have helped people with projects also. Like if they are like facing some problems, we have helped them with those also. We have helped them study also. Okay, study this for your interview, study that for your interview. It should be just now you have to play your part. So LinkedIn profile is very important. If you don't know how to like build your LinkedIn profile, go and watch some YouTube videos. See others, like look at others like LinkedIn profiles and see what they have done. What are they showcasing? Do not over showcase, please. Do not like just put anything. Oh, I have got an S in machine learning. Oh, I have got an S in Python. Don't do all those things. It doesn't look good. At least personally, I think now if you want to, you do it. My personal opinion is that's like I don't like it. Don't do all those things. Also, do something which you have like achieved and it's like worth showcasing. So make your LinkedIn profile also like good. Like people's if a industry professional, like you're being asked to provide your LinkedIn profile, so that person comes, it should be very sorted and okay, this person has done a lot of things. Now a question may arise, like if I have not done anything, what to do? You do projects. Showcase your projects there. Showcase this, build some good projects. Sit together, 2 3 people just group together and start working on a project. I understand it's very difficult to work on a project. Having said, we in this degree also do a lot of good projects. Like the BDM project is to another level. If you can do it that way, if you can take your that project also to some another level, then that's also a very good project. You have MAT too, which made me cry thrice while I was doing that. Like truly, literally, I'm just saying it for the sake of saying. I literally cried thrice when I was doing that project. It was so difficult. Difficult in the sense, debugging is very difficult. So I'm just trying to tell you the level of projects that we have. It's not that the degree is not teaching you well. It is. You just have to, prep yourself a little more and get serious. Okay. Um, Group projects, yes, we have group projects, SEMR, SE software engineering. Then you have strategies for professional growth project also. That is also group project. You have another group project which is market research, which is very good. Learn a lot, especially software engineering. People who want to go towards that, they teach you Docker and all those things. Whatever are industrially needed in the BSc level, you have. MAD one, you can showcase if you just have that. See, whatever you have, show that. If you have not prepared the MAT 2 project, then show your MAT 1 project. But once you have done with your MAT 2 project, show the MAT 2 project. Okay, because MAT 2 project is okay, good. Entry level, it's good, but MAT 2 is very good. MAT 1 is not that efficient as MAT 2. Now, if you have not done MAT 2, you have to showcase something, then you present your MAT 1. Okay, so now this fifth point which I've made is like staying consistent and tracking progress, which I think talked to you. Make small set of goals with yourself and then you build on it. Okay, and apply. Don't just sit, as I said, reading a JD, you just got scared. And you got scared and you're like, okay, I won't apply because this is, okay, I'm not aware of Docker. Suppose I know all the other skills, but I'm not aware of Docker or I'm not aware of Git. What to do? Learn Git. How much time will it take you to learn Git? Go to a tutorial, go and learn the 2 hour tutorial, make notes out of it. Even in fact, I have Git notes. If anybody wants, I'll provide you with that. In fact, SPC is working on that. So we'll provide everything that we have prepared so far. So prepare those Git notes. Go through a tutorial on Docker. Do something. Like if you have 3 days time, just invest that. Even if you're not able to crack that exam, you're prepared for some another interview, isn't it? See, you have to apply for many interviews to even get selected. People who are very lucky or who have done a lot of hard work can do it in the first round. So it's actually depends, but it's do not get disheartened if you like 10 companies you have applied for and you're placed nowhere. That's a part and parcel of this. So you just have to keep trying. These are something like that. You never know. Your friend who got selected for the first time in some company, the other friend who is like waiting for a year and have applied for suppose 20 companies and still did not get, maybe his 20th companies is the best out of all all of the others who have got. So you never know what's going to happen, what's going to fall into your basket, isn't it? So just do not get disheartened. Keep your skills up to date. Skills is what matters at this point of time. When you talk with the interviewer, it should seem as if you know everything. If you don't know, be very honest. Sir, I'll explore on it. Do not just get very nervous and I don't know what to do. Say, sir, I go with the basics. Of course, it shouldn't be like you just don't know what anything and you're just blankly sitting there. If you know something, if there are you cannot any a person cannot know anything, Hannah. Just tell me, can you know anything? Even the interviewer who's taking your interview does not know everything. So you just have to sell yourself there also. So one thing that I would say is that you have to drive the interview, is what I have heard. Understood? So you should be one driving the interview, not the interviewer. So suppose you have showcased some project, talk about your project. So the entire thing should be around your project, isn't it? Now suppose if the interviewer talks more, then he will be asking questions based on what he knows, isn't it? Now, if you try to place your points, if you try to showcase, sir, I've done this, sir, I've done that, it means the questions are going to be coming around what you know. Then you have to smartly handle all those things. Okay. I think that's it. Another last thing which I wanted to like share with you all is regarding the student pool, isn't it? See, people have a lot of questions. Like somebody was asking me on LinkedIn and have been asking me for a lot of days that when our FANG companies are going to come. I don't know what to reply to that. Okay, though I replied, see, if FANG company comes or not, we do have good companies with us, isn't it? We have Big Fours with us. We have Citibank recruiting from us. So there are good companies who come to us. But the problem is the student pool has to be good. It shouldn't be like Citibank came and they took an interview round and then they called me and then told me that students were not good. Has happened multiple times. The HR called me and told me, ma'am, I cannot select anybody from here. The reason is that nobody were up to the skills, up to the mark that I was searching for. So it's not the company that is the problem here. I know students are thinking that like SPC is not bringing companies or IIT is not able to bring the companies. No, IIT has very good connections. Don't worry about that. You should be knowing that IIT has good connections. But the thing is the student pool should be good. Once, see, it's a very new degree. I know there is a lot of resistance for our degree also. See, I'll be very honest. I wouldn't just sugarcoat things. The thing is, our degree, especially being it online, comes with a lot of maybe speculations also, that people don't try to like invest in us. The company does not try to invest in us. Why not hire from a campus IIT? And I'm going to hire from them. Why to take the risk of hiring somebody from an online degree? I understand all these speculations are there, but what can we do? Let the first batch come out. This is the first time our first batch will be coming out in the December. Let them go to some companies. Let them prove themselves. If we go and prove, we work and we prove ourselves that, okay, we are very good, recruiters will come to you. So it is in your hand. As I was telling you, our reputation, the BS team reputation is also in the student body hand, in their hand. It is lying in your hand. Suppose I get placed at one company. There have been, like, I think which company, I don't remember. There was a company, they selected two candidates from here. They were so happy with their performances that it's just not negative feedback that is coming from the industry side. There are positive feedbacks also. So they were so happy with the students' performance that they called and they asked for like two more candidates. See, I'm very happy with the candidates I've recruited from the BS team. So I would want two more candidates. So can we like proceed with the further proceedings with the recruitment process? So they are happy also. If good students go, people will come back. So bringing FANG companies depends on us only, isn't it? If we go and keep proving ourselves, we have our students placed at EY, Ernst and Young. People are there. In fact, from somebody from SPC itself is placed there. Our advisor is placed there. So, so it's not that now if we go and prove ourselves. See, I would say quality is important here rather than quantity of the people going into a company. Suppose somebody is going to a very good company and there are many BS people there. Listen to me very careful. There are many BS candidates out there and performing average. Though 50% of their employees are BS, you won't be the limelight. Our team won't be the limelight. BS will not be in the limelight. When are we going to be in the limelight is when the students, suppose one candidate is there in that from our BS team and that candidate is performing excellently there. Then that will draw all the attention. Okay, there was one employee which we recruited. That guy was from this place and they did well. And good news spreads. It takes time, but it spreads. Maybe in few years we will have some, positively, hopefully we'll have some fan companies. But for that I need candidates, who are going to appear for those fan companies. What will happen if the company comes? There were very good companies also which came. They did all the interview rounds and then did not select anybody. Then gave me all the negative feedbacks that we are not looking for this, we are not looking for that. I felt bad, of course, because we literally worked hard to get them here and then conduct. In fact, I told all the students also who were appearing, study this, study that, do this, do that. Then if it's not done, I was also very disheartened. But this is what the thing is. If you prove yourself, maybe hopefully positively, touch wood, will have this fan companies recruiting from us as well. So we have to prove that even we are online, we are the best. Out of all the 80%, 90%, all the offline courses which are there, you have to prove yourself there. You understand? So now see, there are many private colleges, isn't it? We don't uh, there are many, I won't take names or something, but there are many private colleges which are in top 10, isn't it? So will that private college feel bad if they are not tagged as IITians, or if they are not tagged in a certain conventional way as people want to tag them as? No, they won't, because they know their worth. So we also have to create our worth, is what I have to say. So I think I have spoken a lot. If there is any queries, I can take, and I'm running short of time as well.
Guys, if anyone has any doubts, raise your hands. We'll call you. Yeah. Srijan?
Yeah, hello.
Hello.
Yeah, so I got a internship, on-site internship opportunity in France,
Okay.
and for visa they required a student trainee agreement.
Mm-hmm.
It's a three-party agreement within me, the college, and the company. I'm sending the link in the chat, and I've been asking Bharti ma'am, Andrew sir, Vignesh sir, and Geeta ma'am to you
Yeah.
know.
Okay. You are the candidate from Patna, right?
I am from Begusarai.
Begusarai. Yes, yes, I have heard about it. I have heard about it.
But they are not signing it at all, and even the company today mailed them this whole thing after they denied me, and I
So what
don't know why
what
they
is
are not
the
providing
what is
anything.
the exact issue that you're facing?
To get the visa, I need this agreement. The company, like, they don't care about it, but for visa, I need this.
Okay, in our next meeting, then I'll try to speak if possible with, if Bharti ma'am is there in the meeting, I'll try to speak to her. I'll get to know. If there is
Yeah,
anything, I'll get in touch with you.
my first mail to them was like now a month ago, and the only thing we are
Okay.
waiting for is the university. I've done everything else. We have accommodation sets, we have
Did you get
insurance,
any
everything
reply
is
from their side that
done.
why they are not signing it? Is there something like holding them back for? There is some reason for holding them back.
I don't know. They are not actually providing anything. They just say that we cannot sign anything.
Okay, Srijan, do one thing. Why don't you contact me or write a mail to the SPC also regarding this? Do one thing. You write a mail to the SPC, so we'll forward it from our side.
Okay, can you like give me any email ID?
SPC email ID. I'll just wait 1 minute. Okay, I've pasted it in the chat box.
Because it's weird that even the students, if they come up with internship and the college is not supporting.
Okay, see, I don't know what the issue is. I've just heard about somebody from Begusarai or Patna somewhere is facing this issue. So I'm not very much aware of this. So let me speak to other
Okay,
SPC members, and as well as like to Bharti ma'am if there is any. I'll speak to her if she comes in the next meet. So I'll
okay,
ask her if there what is the issue exactly.
okay. Thank you.
Hmm. I'll then let you know. Okay. Okay. Anything else?
Okay. Next we have Anand Kumar. Next, Prit- Preeto, Preetodeep
Pritodeep,
Dev.
yeah.
Yeah, ma'am. Hello,
Yes, Pritodeep. Is it?
ma'am. Anand.
Okay. Hi, Anand.
I'm
Anand, you're on mute.
I'm in first.
Yeah.
I'm in first year, ma'am. S- Second semester,
Mm-hmm.
ma'am. Just now I get in internship from Wipro.
Okay. Congratulations.
But ma'am, I don't want to know. Okay, that time I start internship वगैरह because ma'am, it's my second year, second month, second semester. And I'm not comfortable. I think internship is good or not. I want to know from your side.
Like you
What's your
got it
opinion?
from our side.
Yeah,
Okay. And
I should do
what is holding
internship.
you back, and
I should do
what is
internship or
making you
not?
think it's not? Why not? Have you done any other internship before this?
No, ma'am. I'm not ever start internship.
You should grab this. See, do not do anything for free. Okay, no free services, at least my personal opinion. Apart from that, if you want to do some free services for some social cause, that is okay. But if it is a good company, do not work for free, which at least
Huh.
I don't recommend.
No,
Otherwise, if
ma'am.
you
It's
just want
take
to learn
charges.
something, huh,
Yeah,
Oh,
it's
I
take
think
charges,
he
ma'am.
is talking about that Wipro one, the one that they get on the mail. I think the scam one.
oh, acha, acha,
Yeah,
acha. Then how is it
yeah,
from our side?
sometimes
I was just
many
thinking
people are there.
how a
Sorry.
foundation student can get internship from us. I was like, I thought maybe through open opportunity.
Yeah, I think he's talking about that
No, that's a
Coruscant and the
scam.
Wipro one.
If it is a scam, please don't do it.
Ma'am, it's a scam. So, ma'am, why he's get email in my IITM?
We are not sending those things. They have somehow tracked your number or your email ID, but we are not sending it. Those see relate to the if there will be a thing called external there. Look if there is external written, and the mail, if you receive anything, the mail will be coming from industry interaction cell or somebody from our side. Understand?
Yeah.
Either it will be Swati ma'am or it will be written Bharti ma'am or Bhargav sir, something like that.
And all those will be IITM IDs. So
Yes,
just cross check that.
those will be IITM IDs.
It will be a scam, no, ma'am.
Probably you can share it with us later in the group or somewhere. We can then verify it. Shreyans, if you can look into this after the meet.
Yeah, one way to identify is that anything that asks you to pay upfront firstly some money, that is probably a scam. No company is
See,
gonna
if they
ask
ask,
you to pay you so that you can, do internship there.
see,
But
Anand.
IIC process requires a payment. Just clarify that as well.
Come on.
I see. Yeah, that is the irony. Apart from that, you have to like nobody is going to ask you. Like if somebody else is see, I'm asking you not to work for free, and then you're paying, so that goes to another level. Never pay for internships. Okay, never pay for
Okay, ma'am.
internships.
But yeah, it's demand, ma'am. It's demand 5,000 money for 3 months.
No, never. Those are scam. Those are scam. It's better you go and do some free services. See, it's something
And
like
ma'am, he
you're
said
going
that
to a hotel.
he said that, ma'am, you are from IIT. I will leave you 1,000 fees. And after that, it will demand 8,500. And
Tell
I
them
will.
I'm very sorry. I've got enough skills with. See, Anand, respond them like this. I am from IIT Madras BS Degree. I'm pursuing the degree. I have enough skills to to pay and get an internship. So I'm very sorry. If you have something to offer, at least 50,000 per month, I am ready to do. That was just I was just exaggerating.
Okay,
Do not
ma'am.
do. Why to waste your skills? It's something like
Okay.
you go to a hotel and tell them that without money, I'll be cleaning all your dishes and everything. Why would you do that?
Yeah. Okay, ma'am. That's my all.
Okay, I think Shreyansh, I have to leave. I have another. That's just 1 minute. I'm very sorry, everybody.
No issues, no
Ma'am,
issues.
just a request. May I?
Yes.
Just check your LinkedIn
Yeah, sure.
once, that connection request.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. Chalo. Bye, everybody. Huh? It was very nice
Ma'am, I
interacting
had
with
a
you
doubt.
all. I
Thank you so much.
Thank you, ma'am.
Uh, Thank you so much, Didi, for spending your time and
I
guiding us
My pleasure,
and
my pleasure.
patiently.
My pleasure. Thank you so much. Any doubts, please reach me out on LinkedIn or through student
Ma'am,
SPC
ma'am,
email
can you
ID.
share your LinkedIn profile?
Can somebody share for me? I have to leave. I'm in a rush. I'm very
Ma'am,
sorry.
like a last question, like a very important question. Like I have a contest rating of on lead code like around 2500, and I have solved around 1169 problems around. So that is not via my student email ID. That is by my personal Google
I think you
account.
can change
So
it. I think you can change it, isn't it? You can change it to your Google email ID as well.
no, ma'am. Actually, what happened is, like I took participations in many of the contests, and even the like the one in the Abu Dhabi. So that is my personal Gmail account is linked with it.
I think you
So
can change
what should
it.
I do?
See, I think you can change it. Okay.
Okay.
Recording in progress.
So you can change it later also. Even if you see, if you people are scared of starting with your student email ID, you might be thinking later on. There is a way. I am not very sure if I can figure out. I'll let you know. So there's a way to shift to the other ID. Even if you have
Okay.
it, at least at this point of time, we are taking all the personal email IDs also. So you can
Okay.
change it to your. Hmm.
Thanks a lot, ma'am, for this question.
Okay, thank you so much. Any issues, please mail SPC. We will be answering there. Thank you so much. It was a very nice session. And thank you, Shreyans and Swati, for calling me and having me here. Thank you. Bye, everyone. Good night.
Thank you, Afrin. Thank you.
Bye. Thank you.
In the meantime, guys, if you have any doubts, anything, do post it on our G Space, our WhatsApp groups. You can get help from seniors there as well. So don't, hold yourself back into asking
Sir, and
questions.
sir, can you share the link of the WhatsApp group?
I cannot share the link of the WhatsApp group. There is a way to join the WhatsApp group through the website. You must be seeing some sort of error on the website right now because the SSL certification has expired for the website. It will be fixed in a day or two. Okay, I'll show you the process here. Just a second.
Should we stop the recording or?
Yeah, stop the recording.